Alright, now class, today is Behavior Star Chart Day, and I am going to introduce someone to you all. This is my wife, Peggy.
Hello, I'm Peggy Hill, but just call me Mrs. Hill. I'm here to make sure that my husband, Hank, or you should say Mr. Hill, hosts Behavior Star Chart Day the right way.
But Peggy, I already know how to host it the right way. It's really embarrassing that you are here.
Well, do you know what's embarrassing, Hank? In the Behavior Star Chart Day original video, you gave Sumugi Kotobuki a star just for taking off her shoes and socks when doing that isn't allowed at school. You also took a star away from Classic Caillou for doing the exact same thing like Mugi did too, which was very hypocritical of you to do. In fact, you should have taken a star away from Mugi as well as taking a star from Classic Caillou for going barefoot in school, no matter how comfortable they felt. And as for the part where Roger Klotz gives Sumugi Kotobuki a foot massage, I cannot believe you would give him a star for doing that. Don't you realize that makes you a creep for allowing a student to rub another student's feet? You should have taken one star away from Roger instead of adding another star on his row.
But Peggy, Mugi felt very comfortable when Roger was rubbing her bare feet.
I do not care. Allowing foot fetish in school is very creepy and unprofessional. Do you know that this could have gotten you arrested for inappropriate conduct? And I was also pissed off at Sonny Bridges for ignoring Sumugi being barefoot and not doing anything about that. So that's why I talked to him about it, and he felt ashamed for allowing that too. Oh, and the time that you gave Sonic a star just because he wouldn't let Dora join in to play no, that was so unfair of you to do that to her. And lastly, on that video, you gave Jared -5 just for drawing a big fat meanie. That drawing looks more like Mrs. Puff from SpongeBob, not you. So what's the point in taking a star away just for drawing someone that is not exactly you nor your students? For the second Behavior Star Chart Day video, the only flaw that I see is that Cam from Class of 3000 and Mina from Pokemon are a couple. Don't you realize that Cam is 12 years old while Mina is 19 years old?
Honestly, haven't. I wasn't even aware of how old Cam and Mina were, especially that they are both fictional.
Well, even if they are just fictional characters, it's still disgusting to tolerate adults and teenagers dating children, intentional or unintentional. I also told Sonny how upset I was with him for not noticing the age differences between Cam and Mina too. He told me he was sorry for not noticing, and was being blindsided as well. And lastly, as for the third Behavior Star Chart Day video, you and your ridiculous OCD along with Bobby made no sense. Like the part when you allowed Bobby to give a star to Mako just because she said that My Hero Academia is all about Tsuyu Asui, Ochako or Arakai, and Mina Ashido. And you allowed Bobby to take a star away from Orphanage Girl just because she said that My Hero Academia is all about Chisu and Ochako without Mina being included. She has every right to have an opinion and preference on which character she prefers for My Hero Academia to be about, even if it's just Tsu and Ochako being the only class 1A girls.
Oh yeah, and speaking of that, Colossal D, if you are watching this, can you pretty please it mean that she done one of...
Hank, don't even think about it. Colossal D, if you are watching this, do not listen to my husband. It's your decision if you would like to add Mina Ashido in one of your videos or not. So do not let anyone try to force you to add characters like Mina Ashido in one of your future videos if you don't feel like adding her in one of your videos.
But Peggy, all Colossal D did mean that she done in one of his future videos because Tsuyu Asui and Ochako or Araka are the only two Class 1A girls that got to appear in his videos. I prefer 3 Class 1A girls from My Hero Academia to appear in his videos way more than 2.
Too bad, so sad. Life isn't fair, Hank. In fact, neither Mako or Orphanage Girl should have gotten a star nor lose a star over opinions. And besides, it is not fair to take stars away over certain opinions. And by the way, My Hero Academia is all about Tsuyu Asui, Ochako and Ruraka, and Mina Ashido. It's about Izuku Midoriya, because he's the main character, that show. And after watching that utterly useless song of that video where you, your son Bobby, Sonny, and Mako are, along with Sue, Ochako, and Mina, me and our niece Luann have had enough of you and Bobby's OCD nonsense that we had to schedule a therapist for you and your son so you two can cut it out with your annoying OCD.
Okay, can we please just get this Behavior Star Chart Day over with now?
Yes, we can. But I'll be the one to tell the class how this will go since I don't trust you doing this alone. Sorry that the argument took pretty long, class. Now here's how this behavior star chart day goes. Negative 5-star means that you will be doing community service here at this school. Negative 4-star means that you will keep on writing the sentence based on your actions on the chalkboard until it's filled up. Negative 3-star means that you will spend time in the detention room reading a book for 2 hours. Negative 2-star means that you will be receiving a demerit as a warning. Negative 1-star means that you will have a talk with Sunny Bridges without receiving demerits or detentions. No stars means that nothing will happen to you, but you will head on to your next class after the bell rings. 1-star means that you will receive a homework pass and watch a movie at the auditorium. 2 stars means that you will receive a McDonald's gift card and watch a movie at the auditorium. 3 stars means that you will receive a $50 Nintendo eShop card and watch a movie at the auditorium. 4 stars means that you will receive a $50 B-Side gift card and watch a movie at the auditorium. Now pay very close attention, because if you get all 5 stars, that means not only you will get to watch a movie as well, but you will get to plane tickets to Hawaii. And you can choose one of your classmates to go with you to the Hawaiian trip. All right now, I will just give all of you a star since you all arrived to class in time. Here you go. Now make sure to be on your best behavior or else you lose a star.
A ticket to Hawaii, huh? I've always liked to go to Hawaii. It will be a nice place to spend time together, Clay.
I agree, my umi bear.
So Nishimura, this behavior star chart day seems a lot fun. Am I right?
I have to agree, Takata. Star charts are sure filled with rewards as long as we make right choices.
Hey there, Dad and Kaya. What is so funny?
Look how ugly Mrs. Hill looks.
You are totally right, Ted. Especially the glasses and her hairdo. Has she been living in the 50s or something?
I don't know. I think Mrs. Hill is perfectly beautiful the way she is.
Nah, she's ugly, and that's a fact.
She's so ugly that she made an onion cry.
Okay, I think that is enough. Mrs. Hill ain't ugly. She's perfectly beautiful, just like Takada said.
I agree with my boyfriend. You two are honestly being the ones ugly for talking like that about Mrs. Hill. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves for insulting like that about Mrs. Hill. And plus there's no such thing as looking beautiful nor ugly. She just looks like art. But Mrs. Hill is beautiful because she is one of the kind teachers in this school.
Ted and Kaya, we're making fun of my wife like that by saying that she's ugly. You both lose a star.
As for you, Taiyo, I appreciate the compliment. And because of that, you earn yourself another star.
And I mean, Lay, how come that? Sticking up for my wife, you 3 also earn another star just like Taiyo.
Here you go. Keep up with the good behavior of yours.
So Umi, Clay, and Nishimura, have you 3 heard the news about Alex, the total drama guy who closed his account?
Oh, that sick guy who got called out for being a pedophile.
Yeah, I heard about that. It's been a year ago since this happened. He closed his account just to avoid backlash. Same goes to Andrew. Which shows what a coward those two really are.
Speaking of Andrew, not only he thought it was okay to be a pedophile just because Alex is one, but he is also an Alex Temple wannabe.
Also, didn't Andrew as well ended his friendship with Alex as well since probably Alex got Andrew hated?
Yes, he did actually. According to one of the videos that was mentioned about this, even Andrew ended his friendship with Alex term. Jacob was also called out and accused of something he was not trying to be. He was just influenced by Alex and Andrew, and plus, he didn't know better before.
But hey, at least Jacob decided not to close his account but took backlash and hatred like a man while he was being hated, and like Andrew and the shepherd of the Samson sheep.
Yeah, and after all, he knows that he did this unintentionally too, and he has the common sense that in order to redeem himself, he has to take responsibility for his actions.
Man, I'm so bored. I think I'm gonna listen to my favorite song.
Dave, can you please turn that down? None of us want to hear that ridiculous Barney song.
Just ignore it. Hey,
back off. She asked you politely, so don't talk to my girlfriend like that and turn down that volume on your phone.
Shut up, Clay. He just said just ignore it, did he? So he can play the music that loud whenever he wants.
Yeah, and besides, me and Kaya also love the I Love You song from Bunny, so deal with it.
Wah 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 wah. Why would you turn off that music on my phone? You are so mean. You entitled Karen.
We've told you to turn that down, but you refused, so I had no choice but to turn that off. Now you should stop acting so childish and start acting like an adult.
Umi is absolutely right, Dave. And for refusing to lower your volume, being rude to me, and calling her an entitled Karen, you will lose 3 stars in total, which means you have -2.
As for you and me for turning that music off, you get yourself another star.
And Clay, you also earn another star for defending your girlfriend, Umi.
As for you, Kaya, for telling Clay to shut up, and you, Ted, for telling him to deal with it, you both have -1.
Hey, how dare you guys give us -1? Dave can listen to that music whenever he wants because it's a free country.
Yeah, we don't deserve to get -1. In fact, me, Dad, and Dave don't deserve to lose a star.
Oh, really? Well, it looks like you kind of do because of your rudeness, and because you do want to argue with us about it. You both get -2 just like Dave.
So unfair.
See? You know there is a rule that we are not allowed to be chewing gum in school. I'm sorry, but I have to take 1 star away from your row for that.
But Peggy, why would you take a star away from seeing he is Jacob Torres' most favorite total drama online 2023 character of all time?
It does not matter, Hank. The same rules go for everyone whether they are one of Jacob's favorite characters or not. The reason why I took a star away on C's row is because he was chewing gum in class, which was not allowed in school. The important fundament when hosting a Behavior Star Chart Day is to never be biased like you have been in the original and 3rd Behavior Star Chart Day.
It's fine, Mr. Hill. I shouldn't have chewed gum in class. I guess I was so bored that I wanted to do something entertaining, but I can handle losing a star like a man.
I appreciate your cooperativeness, Z. If you keep this up, then you might earn your star back.
Thank you, Mrs. Hill. I promise not to let you down.
Hey Z, why don't you bring your chair and desk right over in front of Umi and Clay so you can chit-chat with us since you're bored?
Yeah, and if you like, I can help bring your desk and chair over.
Well, I sure think Tayo and Akane my little dudes. Thank you so much.
Here you go, Z.
Thanks again.
Thank you, Akane, for helping Z move his desk just so he can chit-chat to help his boredom. So, that is why you get yourself another star.
And Tayo, since you offered Z to have something to do by having him come over to chit-chat, you also earn another star.
I have to be honest right there, Mrs. Hill. Ever since you came with Mr. Hill to help host this Behavior Star Chart Day, this Behavior Star Chart Day is getting much better than the last 3. No offense to you, Mr. Hill.
None taken, Clay.
I honestly have to agree with Clay. The way you're hosting this star chart, Mrs. Hill, is more realistic and it is much more fair.
Thank you, Umi. And Clay. And because you, Clay, said that this Behavior Star Chart Day is much better, and you, Umi, said that the way I host it is more fair, you do also get another star.
Yeah, right? I doubt that. Mrs. Hill being here is more like the reason why Behavior Star Chart Day is so boring. So how about you go away, Mrs. Hill?
Yeah, and besides, your hair is just bugging off anyways.
That's it, Katya and Ted. Ted, for telling my wife to go away, you now receive -3.
Kaya, for insulting my hair by saying that my hair is bugging off. You also get -3.
So guys, let's talk about Pokemon the series Horizons, because I'm so excited to watch the show when it releases.
Okay, what is it about Pokemon the series Horizons do you want to talk about?
I'd just like to hear from you guys which following characters you all think Pokemon the series Horizons is all about.
I believe that Pokemon the series Horizons would be about Liko.
Same with what Umi said. It's about Liko since she is the main character of Pokemon the series Horizons.
For me, I honestly believe that Pokemon the series Horizons is not only about Liko, but also about Roy, Dot, Freed, and many more. But it is mainly about Liko.
Well, I think that Pokemon the series Horizons is all about Larry, because he does happen to be the fan favorite of that show.
And for me, I think that Pokemon the series Horizons is all about Brassius, Iono, and Grusha.
He is for saying that Pokemon the series Horizons is all about Brushes. I know, and Grusha you get.
No, Hank. You are not giving Z a star just for saying that Pokemon the series Horizons is all about Brassius, Iono, and Grusha.
But Peggy, it is all about Brushes, Iono, and Grusha.
Actually, Mr. Hill, Pokemon the series Horizons is only about just Brassius and Iono.
Oh, that's it, Kaya, for saying that.
Don't you dare, Hank. No one gets a star for stating opinions that you like, and nobody loses a star just for stating opinions that you don't like. And by the way, I agree with Akane Nishimura, me, and Clay. Pokemon the series Horizons is all about Liko, Roy, Freed, and many more. It is not about Brassius, Iono, and Grusha, nor that it is about just Brassius and Iono, nor that it is about Larry, even though he may be a fan favorite of Pokemon the series Horizons / Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Okay, now this discussion is starting to make me hungry or something.
Same here. Why don't we go to the teacher's lounge to grab something to eat?
Agreed. Now, class, me and Mr. Hill will be right back, so be on your best behavior while we're gone.
Alrighty, I think it's a good time to vlog. What up my friends and fans, this is Yo Boy Z. I am here inside a classroom where it is Behavior Star Chart Day. This is what the Behavior Star Chart looks like. As you can see, I'm the only student who has an empty row because I lost a star for chewing gum in class when there was a rule against chewing gum in school. I guess it was from me being so bored that I forgot the rule that there was no chewing gum in class.
Hey, Ted, what in tarnations do you think you're doing?
Oh boy. Take a look at this. It looks like Ted is making changes with the star chart. This is pretty crazy right there.
Now that's not nice to take our stars away and change them into -5.
You know that you will be caught as soon as Mr. and Mrs. Hill entered this classroom.
Speaking of them coming, looks like they're returning back here right now.
Now that we filled up with some food, it's time to get back to watching our students.
What the? Why is there so many -5s?
Doesn't anyone care to explain why me, Clay, Taiyu, and Akane have -5? And why does Kaya and Ted have 5 stars on their row?
Well, Mr. and Mrs. Hill, I just saw Ted cuddly walk up towards the chart to tamper with it.
Yeah, he gave me, my girlfriend who me, Akane, and Tayo -5 and gave himself and Kaya 5 stars.
That is fake news. Ted did not lay a single chip of his finger on the star chart. Me and Ted have always been good students, so I and Ted deserve those tickets to Hawaii.
I agree with Kaya Saimori. Me and Kaya have always been good, but the one who messed with the star chart happens to be the Grim Reaper Akane.
That is a lie, Mr. and Mrs. Hill. There is no way that I touched the star chart. I literally just saw Ted walk toward it to give us 4 -5 and give himself and Kaya 5 stars. So as a result, Kaya and Ted are totally lying.
I mostly agree with Akane. She may be the Grim Reaper, but I know my Akane would never lie. I honestly saw him going near the star chart while you two were gone.
All I'm just hearing out of the 4 is lies and blabbing. I didn't tamper with the star chart and you guys have no proof.
Z, you were making a vlog while Mr. and Mrs. Hill were gone, right?
Yeah.
You should show Mr. and Mrs. Hill your video that proves that Ted totally tampered with the star chart.
Don't listen to them, Z. Instead, delete that video and just let this who tampered with the star chart thing slide.
Stop it, stop it, stop it. All of you just shut up already.
Alright, that's enough.
Now, see? Since you filmed while we were gone, come up here so you can show me the video. Alright, now that I saw everything in that video you recently filmed, you may return to your seat. Thank you, Z.
No problem, Mr. and Mrs. Hill.
Now, according to what I saw in the video, Turns out that Ted told Dilly was the one who tampered with the star chart to give Clay, and Akane -5 while giving himself and Katya 5 stars.
Which means that Clay and Akane told the truth. So that's why those for each earn another star.
Kanye, since you lied, you will get -4.
Finn, because you changed the stars and the negatives on the star chart and lied about it by accusing Akane. You will lose to more stars, which means you get -5. As for you see, because you took losing a star very well, and that you filmed the class which caused to get evidence, not only you get your star back, but you get 2 stars in total.
Sweet.
And Dave, I'm gonna have to give you -3 for yelling shut up since it disrupts the class.
All right now, me and Clay, because you got 5 stars. Not only you to get to watch a movie, but you each get a plane ticket to Hawaii since there are 2 of you who got 5 stars. Both of you may now go to Sonny Bridges' office so he can give you your plane tickets. And the movie you will be watching is the 5 Nights at Freddy's movie.
Akane, since you two have 4 stars, you two will get a $50 Visa gift card and also watch the 5 Nights at Freddy's movie. Go to Sonny Bridges' office to get your Visa gift cards.
See, since you have 2 stars, you will get to watch the 5 Nights at Freddy's movie and receive a $25 McDonald's gift card. Go to Sonny's office so he can give you your McDonald's gift card.
Dave, you have -3, so that means that you will be having detention at the library. Go to Sonny's office for your detention slip. Get prepared to read a book.
Katya, since you have -4, you will be writing the same sentence on the board on each line in the in-school suspension group based on your actions. So go right to Sonny Bridges' office to get your detention slip at once.
Ted, since your actions were very appalling and asinine, you have -5, which means that you will be doing community service. March right up to Sonny Bridges' office and get ready to do what Sonny tells you this instant.
As for you, Hank, we are going to pick up Bobby from school so you and our son will be seeing a therapist to control that stupid My Hero Academia OCD of yours. Now let's go.
Well, Sonny, I think I'm done.
Not really. I see a spot that you've missed. Now keep on mopping.
This is the happiest day of our lives, Clay. We both get to go to Hawaii together.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time together, Umi. The best part when we go to Hawaii is that we will hang out at the beach.
I'm so excited to see the 5 Nights at Freddy's movie, Nishimura. I know that your Grim Reaper powers will keep me from having nightmares.
Yeah, and I bet that the 5 Nights at Freddy's movie is going to be more epic.
Oh boy. Sweet. The movie is starting, dudes.